Oh, got something. Hey, QP. No music tonight. I was going. Oh, can you sing? Can you see no? Got a new co-host. Noel's still in here, and so is Bumble. They're off to the side. How you doing, QP? You taking care of that island? Frog, yeah. That's, I don't know whether to name him Ribbit or Robert. Mom's in. River swept. Skookum. Name him Robert, QP. Or are you good? Was you answering yes to the frog? River swept. Daggone it. Couldn't even talk. River swept says, night. Sorry, you coming in and leaving, or sorry typed for messenger. Okay. I thought you just came in to tell us good night. When I'm good, I'm very, very good. When I'm bad, I'm better. Good point. I agree. I agree. Is Robert still going? I told him I just sat here till he's done. I have Mano. You can name anyone. Oh. Skookum says May West. No, I was messaging someone else. It got caught here. Hey, Adam. Hello, all. He is finished now, Glenn. Okay, cool. Oh, Crick Mary's here. Moving slow, finally here. Quote. Oh, quote. I must have missed somebody. Oh, everyone. Okay. I was looking for somebody named Evertone. I was like, who in the world is that? I've never seen nobody named that before. Let's see, we got eight people in right now. So, has anyone else been incredibly thirsty? I know Patrick is sweating, but I've been thirsty all day. Just really, really crazy, just thirsty. River swept is. Oh, hey, Patrick. Me too. Yeah, I probably should do that. River swept. Migraine all day from M. Hobbs. Oh, did I say hello to you already? Dark Wolf's in. Still at work. I stay thirsty. Oh, QP's thirsty all day long. You live on an island. All you gotta do is just go and drink. Well, it's salt water. Never mind. Great. Okay, well, I guess you guys can tell I'm not dead. I don't think I am. I thought it was interesting. In Patrick's stream, I kind of mentioned what I thought was going on with that. I'm not going to go into detail, but I just found it interesting that I did a video on death, and then a couple nights later, got really protective about people and people, and got some hate messages. And then after that, someone saying that I mean, not just one way, they mentioned several ways that I got killed. So that's just crazy stuff there. A lot of hate when you do something like that. Like I tell Leon, You get around pretty good for a dead guy. Yeah. You are in another timeline. I know Dark Wolf, that's kind of what I want to talk about tonight. He has only mostly dead. Quick, get to the castle. Yeah. Yeah, I got an arrow with me. I need to get to the castle really, really fast. And but for QP, who likes all my stuffed animals, which I'll probably have many more. Noel is still here at QP. I know you like Noel best of all. And then my new frog, who he's keeping Bumble under control. So there you go, QP. The new frog is keeping Bumble under control for me. Because if not, these two will fight all night. So, did anybody see my video earlier today? It was just like real short, about 7 minutes long. They may catch that. And you have to excuse me because I am going to be drinking stuff. I am thirsty like crazy. Skookum did. Yeah, Mobs, I thought you did. I couldn't really see comments because I was driving, but I could almost see little icons, so I thought you did too. Okay. Well, anyway, I did one before the one where I was driving, and I said that I was not dead, and somebody gave me a thumbs down. Who thumbs down somebody for saying they're not dead? But then in the second one, oh yeah, I keep forgetting the timeline. Yeah, Dark Wolf, I got a thumbs down for being alive. That's I've never had that before. So yeah, somebody really doesn't like me. Yeah, exactly. But anyway, on the second one, I was talking about what was I talking about? Oh, insecurities and using what we know to change our world around us and that sort of thing. And that's kind of what I wanted to deviate a little bit tonight and talk about that and talk about time periods. That's something that I feel like doesn't get enough talk. I don't think that we really recognize just what we possess in knowledge beyond just simple logo changes. I've heard Patrick Roberts say this, that if he has to see one of my Berenstain Bears video, he's going to choke the bear or something like that. Same difference. So, and I agree. Those things are great for beginners, for people that are just waking up. But like in our live streams, the 24/7 stream and other things, I think it's time to go way beyond that. Look beyond that veil. And for people that are developing further along in different areas, share that information. Share the ideas on memories and emotions, because like I said in that stream, doctors are too quick to diagnose you with something, some type of emotional problem or some type of depression, anxiety. They're too quick to diagnose you and then give you medication that's going to dull down your mind and keep you from developing it. Dark Wolf is lurking. That's the kind of meanness that kind of scares me to deal with. Yeah, and I'm afraid, Creek Mary, we're going to see more of that, to be honest. Poppy Elma's in. Hey, Poppy. Theory and Night. I don't think I've seen you in my stream. Yeah, you're right. They want to push pills. You know, I've got a legitimate muscle disease and health problems, and legitimate things. Yes, medically you need to be treated, but even with that, they go overboard. They push you and push you and push you. Try something different. Try something new. And of course, big pharma comes in with their reps to these doctors' offices, and they try to get the doctors to push certain medication, and they get kickbacks from that. So they could care less if they're over medicating you. House really gets dirtier while you clean it. Mine is the same. Yeah. Yeah. That's exactly right. Oh, I just missed the top part. Zoloft off it now. Yeah. And you get terrible, terrible withdrawals from a lot of these drugs. I feel like we are the ones that must be able to handle it better. And the ones who are in denial and come later are going to be really shocked and need help. Yes, exactly. Those reps dress very well, fancy drug pushers. That's exactly right, Skookum. Went cold turkey in January. I didn't get to see what that was. Plus, the doctors didn't get to catch that and back up. Rationally is in. Let me back this up. Oh, Adam, cold turkey in January. Yeah. Yeah, and I've done that a couple times with the medication they put me on, Adam. Oh my goodness. They don't sit down and explain to you that when you take these medications, and should they decide they're going to stop you or something happens, and say you get a false positive on a drug test and they kick you out of the doctor's office or they quit prescribing, they don't tell you what's going to happen to you till way after. That's right. They don't do the research. That's right. They don't, and they don't know it. MOBs, they don't know it. I was overwhelmed. All of a sudden, I was depressed and had anxiety. Yeah, yeah. And think about. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't blame you, Theory and Night. I actually did that with Mandela Effects stream and Scott Harrison before I even commented or acknowledged that I was there. I watched the streams for maybe a month, and I think that's smart. I think it's real smart. Yeah, it seems Cookum's reminding she's exactly right. The women come in dressed to the nines, the high heels and the short skirts and all that deal. Or as, and maybe say all that lot. But have you ever noticed too, they make you take tests, generally before they prescribe you long-term on anything, they give you a psychological evaluation now, because they want to make sure that, and see if you have addictive personalities, dependent personalities. They check your personality. And easygoing cold turkey off this. That's right. And right, it's all about big pharma, and that's why they can say what they want to. They'll always push opioids. It'll never stop. And the only thing that could stop that would be marijuana legalization, and it's slowly coming because they realize that there's possibility of more money from the different things that marijuana can do when it's raised. The hemp, what they can do with that to make more money. So it'll probably be a good balance that they'll give both of them. They'll never do away with it. Corey Jade's in. There's no howdy. Hey, rationally. Hey, Corey, Martha. They just went. No, they just want none sleepy. Sheepy. Oh, sheep. Back for a minute. Had a customer. Okay. Well, what they do in these psychological tests, if you've ever had one, if you've ever been long-term on any kind of medication, the questions are stupid. I don't care what they say. They're not psychological type questions. I took psych classes in college, and what is being taught now is utter ridiculous on these questions. Now I know how they try to connect everything, but they'll ask you about your childhood in one question. Were you abused in this question? Do you think it's fair to do this to this particular gender or race? And then the next question will be something stupid like, are you afraid of mice? Does the color blue scare you? I mean, it's just randomness everywhere on those questionnaires that they try to get you to answer and trick you on. And then they go to, do you feel like that you have to have medication? Well, if you didn't, you wouldn't be at the doctor's office now, would you? So they lead and bait you into answers that they want. And then once they get you hooked, well, then you've got so many bills you're paying out to so many different people. It's a money racket. Plus, someone's already said this. They also it's a not been aware of addictive personality test. Yes, because well, River Swept, what they do is they try to determine, are you medically dependent or are you uh, addictive? Do you just have an addictive personality? Or are you seeking drugs? And here's the catch: if you have a medical problem and you're taking the same drugs as what's being abused, there's no difference. This one over here is seeking the drugs as a drug addict. And now, because you're medically dependent, you're a drug addict. And you're going to go through the same withdrawals. You have the same needs. You're taking basically the same medicine. And then you find out, in my case and others, that what's being taken on the street is the exact same thing that I'm being prescribed. It's just that I'm legal with it. So you have to be careful about how far you let them push you. And then it goes back to this too. That you were talking about mind numbing. I look like my mind was numb. Mind numbing drugs, and it's all to suppress memory. If you are depressed or have anxiety issues, well, they don't want you thinking. So these things are designed to suppress memory. They're designed to keep you from being able to get out of this la-di-da fog you're in. And once they do that, and you're not able to put together a lot of thoughts and thought patterns, well, you're not going to think about the stuff we talk about here. It's just not going to happen. Okay, let me try to catch back up here. Uh-oh. I don't know what just happened. Oh, there we go. Stupid autocorrect. Need some spice in my life. Black pepper's pretty good. It's an oldie. I thought I'd mix it up. Oh, no, howdy. Now I'm slow. Sounds like the replicant test on Blade Runner. Yeah. Do you think you are a special agent of God? Is my favorite. Yeah, I've seen, and it's amazing the questions that are on these tests. A lot of so-called experts have no real credentials or education to spout off, so you have to filter everything. I love correcting my doctors. It ticks them off. But I like to know what's going on. Now, I think everybody that goes to a doctor should read what it is you're taking and understand what the side effects are going to be. I'm going to kill this thing a little bit more. I hate being blinded. They called that chronic whatever. Yeah. No one else cares to help people off the stuff. Yeah, you're right on that too. Oh, you don't have those in the UK yet. Well, truthfully, I think overseas, everything outside of the United States, we have people going from here to Germany, from here to France, from here to wherever out of this country for better operations, better medical treatment. I think you guys are probably, in my opinion, further ahead than we are medically. That's probably why you don't. You realize how stupid the questions were. Doctors probably realize that, but yeah, Martha Jane said, I always answer yes just to be difficult. From now on, when I fill out any kind of info at a doctor or whatever, and it asks you to give your address, I'm going to say Sagittarius on my on my paperwork. Okay, all right, right there. It's the same in the UK. That sounds out of tax, so you don't pay doctor's bills. The medical treatment is poor, though. Just in the UK, right? Brain fog. Yeah. If you tell them you speak to God and you hear God's voice, you're labeled schizophrenic. That's right. I need to hurry up and catch up here a little bit more. Just call me Colleen. Oh, they're in. Okay, my fault. I was trying to figure out, Adam, what you were saying there. Patrick Roberts Queen is in here. Michael Moore had a good documentary on American healthcare compared to the world. Yeah, and everybody laughed at Al Gore's climate change movie, but where's our North Pole? Okay, I think I'm caught up. See what I got here. Okay, don't want that. Yeah, when you start talking about the Mandela effect, you're going to have to. Okay. When you talk about the Mandela effect, you're going to have to start looking into memories. We know we shift. We know right now, the last 2 weeks, that there's been something. I noticed it a week or so ago, and a couple others did. And now there seems to be a more of a thirst thing going on too. At least with some of the people I've seen talk to, and it's been really humid here, so it makes it even worse. When you're thirsty and you're cold. I mean, I got on a hood and I stay cold, and it's been humid today, and I can't get enough to drink today. But this whole day's been kind of crazy for me anyway. I got up this morning. I was going to do 2 phone calls that never happened. And so then I went ahead and started getting myself ready to play in a golf tournament. And when I went to play in the golf tournament, on the back 9, I ended up making people mad that it was in the grouping I had, because I was texting the whole time with someone. Because quite frankly, I really wanted to talk to them instead of play golf, which was bad for them, because every few minutes, until I turned my phone down, my phone was beeping, and they were getting a little irritated. And then then we got the awfulest thunderstorm, and I'd taken my umbrella out of my golf bag, and so I got drenched trying to get through all that, and trying to process in my mind what the rest of what I wanted to really focus on tonight, with memories and feelings and emotions, and the drug things that suppress that. So, here I am. I lost interest in what I was doing. Yeah, that's bad. Yeah, I have to play golf. Yeah, that's bad. But I was getting soaked, absolutely soaked. Well, QP, I don't like to leave the phone at home, because if you saw my video earlier today, I said I was a very, nah, I can't say was. I still battle insecurity. So I want to talk to people. And I look at my phone all the time thinking, please ring. Which used to, I did not want to be around people because I was a loner. But, that's why I have my phone with me. And so these people are just getting mad at me. And I was thinking, that's fine. I don't care. And so the longer it went, it was just really weird. I wanted to mess with you guys. I'm sorry. I just, for whatever reason, processed that in my head and thought, you know what? I'll just act like my stream's buffering. No, darn. Should have put my hands on down. I faked you guys. That's right. No, you never know. I mean, I've had trouble with my camera before, and I've had trouble with my mic before, and my mic sometimes makes me sound like a chipmunk. And then sometimes my mic don't work at all, and then it's but my mic actually does work, and I was again just messing with you guys. Yeah, that's your laugh for tonight, by the way, guys. Because if I shift, I may not come back funny. But on a serious note, um, I've been talking for quite a while about a few different subjects that I am going to continue on, like Tesla experiments, which, by the way, I am still doing the one electrical experiment, and it's getting weirder by the day. And then talking about the Earth. And by the way, Theory and Night, if you haven't left yet because of the craziness, I do like to mix it up and have fun. But get back to comparing the eyeball to the Earth again soon. But I've decided that with my streams that I'm going to start at Robert's time. I'm going to start you so Philly Glenn. Yeah, I try to be. Daggone it. I got lost in where I was going when I read that. What was I saying? Oh, on my streams, what I want to do is I want to bring up different issues, different points, and then kind of let you guys just bam, 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 start talking about everything and go with it. But you cannot have the thoughts of prior time periods, past memories in those periods, and not have it affect you emotionally or, and when I say emotionally, I mean in every way. Uh, I think a lot of the emotions I have are caused by different time periods and also by the way I was raised in this one. Like insecurity. That's a for me that's a big one. Uh, you know, the feeling that you're kind of a loner. And then you start to play the part of a loner. You withdraw and everything you do about yourself is dark and kind of gets twisted and distorted. Your clothing becomes dark and you wear hoods. But anyway, you know what I'm saying. You withdraw from people when that happens, and then people try to tell you that YouTube kicked me out. Kicked you out of what, Martha? What did YouTube kick you out of? Um, yeah, you do spook them. Yeah, you walk to the mailbox incognito. You do things like that because you don't. You really want people to address you and to be a part of things, but then on the other hand you don't want to be recognized. You're hoping no one sees you, and then when someone does care or whatever, then you get this real I don't think they do, I think they're just saying that, but you know, and you do that with everybody, and it gets to be something. YouTube kicked me out of my whose stream? YouTube kicked you out and then you said your stream. My stream or Dark Wolf? No, Dark Wolf. Okay. So I say nobody better not be messing with my mom. Yes, I've seen this reaction of people because we are believing something false. Exactly. You know, and that's where being raised up in an abusive family comes into play too, because you are raised thinking that your parents are the end all of everything. And that if they're treating you this way, then everybody else is going to. I'm going through that. I go out once a month. Begrudgingly, I forced myself to go gardening yesterday. I want to be invisible. I did not see what Corey said. Dominic saying, hey, Frosty, defrosty. That's right. And I said earlier today that several years ago, I would not do live streams. I would not even think about one. I would not have even thought about trying to get back to playing golf on a competitive level again. I wouldn't have even gotten into this community. I just defeated. I mean, there's no other word for it. Just come in defeated into this time period. And then when it finally dawned on me, I mean, I've always known I didn't belong. I always knew something was wrong. But when I finally found this community and watched several effect videos and saw how, really and truly saw how MA's approach to it was basically I don't care if you like it or not. This is what's going on. And I thought, okay, now I can listen to this guy. Everybody else just wanted the fun and the laughs and the subs and the likes and all that sort of thing. And I thought, man, I can listen to this guy. It is physically painful interacting with people. And when I heard about, is it pronounced Asperger's or Asperger's? I've heard people say it different ways. I wondered if I had it. Yeah, exactly. If someone told me 2 years ago that I would have a YouTube channel, I would have horse laughed them. Yeah. And I think everybody in here right now in the stream would be the same way. I think most people that are streaming right now, before being part of this 24/7, you probably didn't have a stream. You might have posted videos. I doubt seriously you had a stream. Yeah, you did, Dominic, and I got that the Mona Lisa. Yeah, that was hilarious. I appreciate that. That was a good laugh. I don't have editing skills at all. I don't either, River Swept. I've been fighting, trying to find a new camera and new mic and a way of putting my videos up here, editing things so I don't have to always go in and out with a piece of paper. I'm lost at this. Other things I can do. This part, I can't. Yeah, I like Dark Wolf stream. He goes about it in a very, very good way. It reminds me a lot, and he reminds me a lot of George Nori, just with his talk and the subjects. And we're all going to cover different subjects. Do you use a webcam or a camera from your laptop? Talking to me or Dark Wolf? Yeah, I definitely enjoy it. Well, I'm gonna assume Corey asked me that question. I have my phone that I sometimes upload videos, like I did in the car. Where? No, I'm kidding. I use my phone to upload videos, and sometimes I'll do the messenger calls on video. But if I really want to see somebody, I use this camera and put it into my laptop and access Hangouts, Messenger, and then this is on that little camera. If I really want to see their face really, really big. Oh, well, you're welcome, Dark Wolf, and I do mean that. I mean, I don't say things to people I don't mean. If I tell you I love you, I love you. If I tell you I enjoy your stream, I enjoy your stream. If I call you mom, I call you mom. Yeah, I'm sure Patrick Roberts, when he calls Sharkade Queen, he means it. So yeah, Dark Wolf, I really meant that. I like your presentation, the way you do things, and that's and that's not to take away from anybody else. I like the way everybody else does their stuff too, but that's what I see when I see you. I'm using a camera, and actually, believe it or not, this camera up here I found at Radio Shack. I said this the other day for $5. I'm confused. Early night, early rides, and 5 hours river swept. Oh well, thank you for coming in. Appreciate it. You think I was your mom at one time, Glenn? Um, quite possibly, Martha. Quite possibly. I mean, my mom passed away um, 7 days before 9/11, and I was numb that entire week. And she died at a very early age. Um, yeah, you have a lot of the same mannerisms and the way you phrase your words. Yeah, I could see that. And there is memories I have of you, so I think there is a connection. I just got to figure it out. Um, Good, Skookum. Yeah, definitely upload something. Corey Jade says, awesome. Well, thank you very much. No, I don't know who you're talking about. Okay, I was out, so I missed a little bit of it. Shar, gotcha, Pat. Thank you, M. Hobbs. Okay, so I'm caught up. Yeah, I do use the camera on the laptop, and then I'm trying to figure out different cameras to use. And the biggest problem I got is downloading a free, because I'm cheap, studio broadcasting program, so that way I can edit better and do things better. Although MA, I think his most popular videos or his most informative are just when he's sitting in his car. So could be, Martha. Soul Sisters. Uh, you know, I don't know. The memories I have of different people, it's hard to process everybody at one time, if that makes sense. You start developing memories, and different people start coming into play throughout different time periods. And there's so much history and backstory to that. Let me see who that was. So much backstory comes in with so many people that you want to dwell on them and then move on to others. And some people are connected in the same time periods, if that makes sense, because we are right now. And somebody watching this probably saying, "Oh, what a loony," but we're connected right now in this with the Mandela effect. So yeah, it's very, very possible. Oh, Dominic lost his fear of recording myself today. Oh, I faced my fear. Yeah. Oh, Meditation Man came in, and I just jumped the chat. So wow, he went way back. See, I don't know what I'm doing with technology. Love you all. Yes, love you. Appreciate you too, Meditation Man. Appreciate your comments and your support. It's a weird fear. It is. Whoops. Yeah, Dominic, I agree with me, not you. I agree with me. The sound of my voice really bothers me. I think that's just repetition and building tolerance. I don't like to hear me talk. I don't like to see me on camera or the mirror. Um, if I didn't have to, I wouldn't even sleep with me. I feel like I want to care for you, Glenn. I probably was your caregiver at one point. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes some of the things you've said and the way you've answered me in your stream, Martha, it feels that way. It's strange. And that's the funny thing about some of these memories too, is that people are different ages right now. And it doesn't mean that we weren't different. Doesn't mean it wasn't flipped in a manner and different time period, because after all, these bodies are just um, composed of this earth. Who we are is what occupies us. So Oh, okay. Can we call you Michelle, or do you want to stick with M. Hobbs? Hobbs. I keep wanting to say Hobbs because I keep thinking you're from the UK. Michelle My Bell, Meditation Man. Corey Jade, the sound of my voice and the noise. Oh, fuck out of me. No. A lot of people that's got a UK accent, or I call it a UK accent or British accent. I just find that um, I like it. I find myself sometimes slipping and saying things in that type of accent. I don't know if I'm just listening to you all too much or not. Daggone. Where am I at here? Um, I'm stuck with Hobbs. Hobbs. Oh, that's QP saying that. You don't have to be nice. I don't know who you're talking to, Corey. I didn't see the question above that. My accent is weirder. You know, I'd like to know what people on your island talk like, QP. Every time I think about trying to figure that out, I forget. Are you kidding me, Corey? You sound amazing to me. I agree. Everybody that's doing the streams, I love the sound of their voice. But I was born and bred here, but it doesn't sound quite Australian. No, it doesn't. To be honest with you, it does sound like it's more UK to me. I try to imagine QP's accent ever since she said that about her island. I agree. Corey has a great voice. You have a great voice, Corey. Hmm. Yeah, Shark, I guess to other people in other countries, we do sound different, don't we? You are so lovely, Corey. I don't know who said that. Well, I mean, I just said it, but it was somebody's comment. Where did it go? Patrick Roberts loves Corey's accent. Corey, don't be ashamed of your more posh accent. You don't have you don't have to sound like Crocodile Dundee. Accent junkie, Dark Wolf. I like accents. Maybe Mary knows since chasing them down. All you stream have such amazing presence. QP has earned the achievement. She speaks in unknown tones. Corey retracted her message. I am never tempted to chase after a snake. Meditation. I lost something, I guess. I love accents too. LOL, Dominic. No, I don't. No, I didn't. It said you did. It said you did. Well, something about Crocodile Dundee, and it said you retracted your message. I don't know. Where did that go to? I pick up accents easily. Yeah, isn't that funny how people get around someone that's got an accent, and the next thing you know, you're imitating that? I think it's because the brain is processing what you're hearing on those people and just reacting. I had talked this morning about the two snakes I found in mom and dad's. Okay, I like Southern accents. I'm from Kentucky, and I don't think I have a Kentucky accent, to be honest. I've got a, I've got the kind of accent that represents uh, fools. I will, I will try to be up for sunrise tomorrow, Mary. Are you going live? Oh, it's got Creek Mary. I didn't know Creek Mary had a string. I moved to north, but I definitely still got the southern drawl. I don't know how to explain your accent, Dark Wolf. Um, I don't have anywhere near a Kentucky accent. I really don't think I do, to tell you the truth. You have a slight Southern accent to me. Huh, really? I don't know what Kentucky accent sounds like. You don't sound like a Yankee. No, I'm not. Whoops, my camera's moving. Come back here, camera. Back over here. QP probably wants to look at Noel anyway. Hang on. I have really lost my camera now. But it sounds Southern to me. I just read that. Man, I'm thirsty. Thank you. I don't know if I can. If this is your first stream, yeah, go ahead. Go for it. Go for it. You all sound like you're from Texas. Did anybody see Patrick Roberts the other night? Yesterday, I think. I got to tell this on you, Patrick. He walked to his mailbox. Did anybody see Patrick Roberts walking to his mailbox? Besides Patrick. From Ocala. Wow. QP's laughing. Michelle saw his stream. I probably sound more Canadian. Yeah, you kind of do, Patrick. Yep. Nope. Oh my God. My king fell. He did. Scotty Balo pushed him. That's right. I saw Scotty Balo do it. Patrick was just walking along, minding his own business, going to the mailbox, when all of a sudden he went straight down. I think Scotty pushed him off the curb, but Patrick took a pretty bad fall. 30 South accent, New Orleans, yet mixed with Mississippi Delta. I don't think you sound too much Southern, Martha. I really don't. There's like Texan accent, American accent, Boston, Jersey. Scotty Bale's got a good Jersey accent to me. Me too. Yep. 30 and night. LOL. LOL Corey. LOL. You're another I love to listen to, Martha. Yeah. I think he pushes anyone that wears a hoodie. Be careful. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, he might be pushing me off a 200-foot cliff that everybody said I died off of. Being educated helps. It, Martha, that's true. It seems like the more you educate yourself, the more you lose your accent, if that makes sense. Except for everybody overseas, it seems like it strengthens and really highlights what they say with their tones. He's jealous of hoodies, like Kathy's accent. Miss that. I love to listen to Dark Wolf. Yes. I thought you died. Yeah, they said QP, I died in several ways. I'm not going to die till somebody puts a sword through me. I love her accent. Kathy is really north. Sharkay, you need to change your name to Sharqueen if Patrick Roberts is still going to say that. I can do every accent except American. You hate your accent. Where exactly are you from, Terry and Knight? If you don't mind, maybe not the best question to ask on YouTube, but I can do an awesome Southern accent. I know you always say howdy now when you come into the streams. Shark Wing. I talk one way around people I know and another way to be corporate. Yes. Yeah, I understand that. And, that goes back to emotions, and it goes back to the way we feel about ourselves and about the people around us. It's awfully hard to project a smart, intelligent answer that makes sense when you're talking on a, like was just mentioned, a corporate level by Creekmary, or someone that maybe you meet that's homeless or whatever. You have to have that ability to adapt to each one. And if you don't feel good about yourself, you can't do it. It's the R's. When I worked at the last job I had, Dominic, I was going to have to travel to Germany quite a bit, and trying to learn the German language, if that's what you're talking about. And actually, at one time, was almost going to move. Would have had to have moved to Germany. Born in Scotland, but lived in Japan for a bit as a child, and lived all over the UK. Okay, that's exactly right, Glenn Charquet. I'm not American either, but I have the accent locked down pretty good. Never really stayed in one place too long. Wow, Knight, that is so cool. Yeah, even being a loner, I would have loved to have traveled just simply because I have vivid memories of places and times. Hot sweats again. Oh, Patrick, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry you're going through that. I really am. Patrick's not enjoying these sweats he's going through. Yeah, rationally, I agree. Yes, over accent. Chick. Our accent is way cute. Have you been drinking enough water, Patrick? We need extra now. I love listening to rain. Yeah, sweats are definitely part of a withdrawal. I don't know what Patrick's situation completely is, but yeah, sweats are. And again, uh, when doctors try to diagnose you for your thoughts and your memories and the way you feel, um, don't let them run you down that road of medication first. And if they want you to talk to somebody, um, find somebody like this, somebody that can relate on these streams and things. You don't need somebody that's going to tell you what you're thinking is completely wrong. That's not the way therapy or any kind of psychologist or psychiatrist should treat anyone. They should be open-minded because no one knows everything about this world and this universe. Okay, good, Patrick. I'm glad you're not in withdrawal. I think Patrick was in Sharqueen withdrawal because um, he was worried about Charquet and actually worried about quite a few other people today. I don't think there's as many people in the last few days that usually show up. I don't think they're in right now in streams. We have to hand it to Random Plants for having the best voice ever. I don't get to listen to too many of her streams. I wish I could listen to everybody's. He was clocking earlier. Love Patrick's heart. Rain is such a soft, sweet voice. Patrick Roberts has earned the achievement. The universe has my back. My potato laptop is buffering badly. Level up. Yeah. I don't want to show you guys some things I was going to show you tonight. I'll wait till tomorrow night. Yeah, I'll be on tomorrow night. I'll show you guys some changes and some things tomorrow. I did shoot a video. I might could share this. Yeah, I'll share this, and then that will be the last thing I'll share. The video I'm going to share with you is of Patrick taking that nasty fall. No, I'm kidding, Patrick. It's not. That's not what it is. It is a video that I took today. All right. Oh, that ain't too bad. Okay, before I start this, right here is a good place to actually just pause this. Can you all see those trees and those plants? Trees and those plants. Trees in those pots. Let me turn it this way. Whoops, that's not as good. Move the light out of the way a little bit. There, that's better. Can you guys see the trees in these pots? What do you think these trees are? This is something that is being if you garden any at all, this is something that is changing. I'm checking. I don't know, but you said about it earlier. I did? I didn't realize I did. Looks like a corn plant in a way. Yeah, it's a type of a corn plant. The actual name of it I can't pronounce, to be honest with you. No, it's not a banana tree. I started all of these trees off of one tree that I've had that's been literally in my family for over 30 something years. Did I post this video, Martha? I didn't think I posted this. Corey has no idea. I don't have no idea now. I didn't think I posted this. I talked about it earlier. Okay. All right. Well, let me play this. It's not a yucca, but that's what they're saying now is a yucca. They're trying to say that this is a yucca plant, and it'll show you several trees that I have. It'll play. I'm gonna turn down the sound on it so that way I can talk about it myself. Okay, look at those trees. These are tropical plants. That's the one I started all of them off of. I've got millions of these things. See the little ones? These are being passed off as yucca plants. They're not yuccas. If these trees stayed outside in cold weather, they would die. They would literally be dead inside of a week or so. I'm going to show you a yucca plant right now. That's where I'm walking to. That is a yucca plant. See the shoots coming out of the top of it? Those leaves right there on it, they're very sharp. Got sharp edges. They'll cut you. But that is a yucca plant. And the other thing is being passed off as a yucca. You say yuck, I say yucca. Remember? Okay, I said it earlier, yeah. But this is something that is, I don't know if it's changing because that's the yucca right there. I don't know if this is something that is an effect that's taking place or if it's just misidentification now and they're trying to pass this off or the other off as a yucca and not this. I don't know. But that is definitely not a yucca. I don't know what I just did. This is a yucca. Yuccas are out in the like Arizona, out in the west. They can withstand harsh conditions, Corey, and that's what led me into the whole thing about people's personalities and the way they feel. You've got to be able to overcome insecurity and overcome fear and overcome being withdrawn and that sort of thing. And we all get that way from time to time. I got that way today. Someone corrects me on being insecure and acting like a child. I guess I needed to be spanked. So, Mom, I did not just ask for a spanking. Okay, I'm tired. kinky. Yeah, I'm tired, Adam. I've had a long, drawn out day in the rain trying to play in a tournament. I'm tired. Drama queen. Yucca is a genus of perennial shrubs and trees in the family. And that's the word I don't know how to pronounce. And actually, that is the species that they're trying to what I just showed you that they're trying, or one subspecies, one plant type that they're trying to pass it off at. 40 to 50 species are notable for their rosettes of evergreens, tough, sword-shaped leaves. Yeah, and that's why I think Skookum, they're trying to pass the other tropical tree off as a yucca. I would never hurt you, Glenn. Unless he asked for it. You're not. No, I'm not gonna say that. See, I'm learning to keep my mouth shut. Oh boy. That's reserved for my husband. Calm what? Not surprising. Misidentification helps all the time. Even in the animal kingdom, it happens all the time. They just found a mountain lion in Kentucky, and they've already been here. I don't know why they're just not saying they're here, along the Illinois border. That's good, Glenn. Keeping my mouth shut. Yeah, that's really good. Best part of my day today, I have to share it with you guys because I am just so thrilled that somebody actually said this to me. And no, it wasn't. I'm going to correct you. The best part of my day today was at the golf course when one of the guys I was paired with looked at me and said, "What are you, 35 years old?" And I was like, "Yes, I'll take it. And I'll go home wet from the rain and come home to you guys." Best part of my day. Reclaiming area, I think the mountain lions, that is. Yeah, they are reclaiming areas. We have panthers here that I think are coming up from Florida. And we have armadillos now in the western part of Kentucky, which aging backwards is an achievement. That's right. That's right. I'm going backwards. I've been going backwards now for a long time. I'm trying to get down to the same age. I'm going into listening mode. Thanks for coming in, meditation man. Yeah, I'm waiting on somebody else to go live actually to rescue me. I've seen a Black Panther with a baby, so there's more than one. Yes, there is. And we also have our black bear population that is really, really growing. So when I'm out doing my research and camping overnight, now I got to watch out for black bear, panther, mountain lion, bobcat. Coyotes won't bother you. And then Sasquatches. You're the best part of my day too, Glenn, and my sleepy time guy, Dark Wolf. Yeah, Martha, and if you're going on later tonight, I will be asleep and I won't be talking at all. That I usually don't say but hi in your stream, and then I zip it, and I usually don't talk. And you know I'm lying. Yeah, Adam, you're out there wanting to get evidence on something even bigger than that, but then you got to put up with those things. Rattlesnakes too, copperheads are poisonous. Scorpions, we got scorpions in Kentucky. My fiance was chopping wood at mom and dad's. I told him he'd call up a Bigfoot. Could very well. You guys make this easy. Wish I had arrived earlier. That could be taken a lot of ways. Definitely Corey killed them with fire. Scorpions. Pygmy rattlers in mom and dad's house. Yeah, and the problem I've got is I'm so inquisitive about everything and want to learn about everything that I go pick these things up and try to catch them. And yeah, maybe somebody will be right one of these days about me dying. You'll enjoy it, Dark Wolf, if you go. Scorpions have started appearing in the wild in UK as well now. Really? I did not know that. They both come up in my yard. Have you ever heard of the Louisiana swamp monster, Glenn? I've heard of some of those. I've heard of course, you're probably familiar with Boggy Creek in Arkansas. Where is Boggy Creek at? And maybe in Missouri, the Momo. That's not really a scary name, though. Is that the one they made the comic from, right? Swamp Man. Oh, Swamp Man. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Time to get the black light out. If you're heading to the West Coast for that adventure, I can meet up with you. Born in the bayou. I'm in the West. Scorpions and poisonous snakes in England. I thought it used to be safe. Creek Mary. Are you like an adventurous little boy, Glenn? That's a compliment. Sharkey, if you haven't seen some of the videos I've posted on this channel, I do crazy things. Always have. Like you remember the old railroad trestle bridges? They're kind of shaped like that. The big railings that would go up over the train tracks, the bridge that would cross the river. I would walk on top of the trestles, which are about 2 foot wide. I've laid underneath trains, holding my video camera, filming them go over me, which is on this channel. I walk under inside of bridges. I've wrecked motorcycles quite a few times. All kinds of crazy stuff. Okay, Martha is streaming tonight, and you go on. How much further from me right now, Martha? Mom, I'm going to head to a place on northern Idaho. I've got a friend, Cliff Berkman, that's out in Oregon, Dark Wolf, and I'll see if I can find some spots for you out there then along the border. Spook Swamp Thing. Yeah, that's a bit of a walk. Yeah. Oh man, my head just started busting, guys. I don't know what's wrong. Yeah, you're welcome, Dark Wolf. You're very, very welcome. I know a lot of people all across the United States on this subject. I've done seminars and things with them, so I can get you some good spots. Yeah, definitely very welcome. Yeah, Frosty, you can't be giving him my Squatch Investigator website name now. No, 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 no. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to. I think I'm going to have to end this. I just got to massive pain in my head. Like y'all didn't know that already. Maybe what Patrick's got's catching him sweating up a storm here too. Rest up, brother. Feel better. Yeah, man. I appreciate it, guys. I don't know what that just hit me like somebody hit me in the face with a 2x4. Goodness. I gotta get rid of that hood. Man. All right, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna have to end this real quick. I don't feel well at all. Be sure to tune in to Martha. She's on next. Um, I can't I can't read what you guys are even writing now. All right. I can't read the chat. I'm sorry. I don't know. I can't see it. I'm gonna assume you're saying nice things, okay? Um, I just see them. Okay. All right. Night, guys. Tomorrow night, I'll see you. Okay. And tune in to Martha. Night, everybody.